of today's ORIANA, the chief guest of ORIANA, Professor E. Suresh Kumar Garu, to enlighten us with your valuable words. Please welcome, sir.
Padma Shri Gnana Gandhi Garu, Mr. Ramanaidu, other dignitaries on the dais, faculty members, students, their parents, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. At the outset, I am very happy to be a part of today's annual celebrations of Rockwoods International School. Usually, we don't go to schools because I am Vice Chancellor of a university. Normally, we go to colleges and universities, but not schools. But when Mr. Ramanaidu requested me the other day, I couldn't say no because I thought I will get an opportunity to talk to small children. So small children are speaking there, I am also speaking. So who is the listener is the issue now. So I hope what all I speak is audible to you, is comprehensible to you. Yes or no? Yes? Am I audible to you? You are able to follow me? All right. One thing is very important. Today I would like to talk to the parents also. It's an opportunity to talk to the parents. Parenting is one of the toughest jobs, as you are aware. Only the parent will realize the value of parenting. I know how difficult it is to be a parent and then to parent your kids, and you would like to see your children being successful in their future. In the process, sometimes we become ambitious, it's nice. Sometimes we become over ambitious, it may not be nice. If you want to jump 6 feet height, it's fine. You keep your target, practice every day, and then one day your child will jump 6 feet. If you keep 10 feet or 20 feet as a target for jumping in high jump, then I won't say it's impossible, but I would say it's difficult. So what is realistic? What is not? We need to understand. Please teach your children to communicate well. It's very, very important. If you have to talk to your children to communicate well, then you have to communicate well with your children. Words have a lot of power, whether you believe it or not. The words we use in our daily life are something like bullets in a loaded pistol. If you use the bullets from your pistol by using the trigger, and you can't say, please bullet, come back to my pistol, I used it wrongly, you can't do that. Similarly, the words we use every day are very important, and each word has some meaning. Each word has some inner meaning. If you understand the value of the words and communication, then your dreams about your children will be fulfilled. For example, somebody is sitting in the front row, I would like to help him. Then what I do is, his name is Ram Babu. I come to Ram Babu and tell him, hi Ram Babu, what's special today? Is it your birthday? Your dress is nice, you're cheerful, you look active today. Anything special today? Then Ram Babu will say, no, nothing is special, it's a normal day. But you look active today, you look very powerful today, you look handsome today. Then I leave. After some time, Mr. Ramanaidu will go and tell him, what Ram Babu, what's special today? Same thing he will also say. And afterwards, others sitting on the dais and a few more from the audience also will go to him, one after the other. We'll tell him the same thing, you look active today, you look very strong today, you look handsome today. Then he will go to washroom and see his face in the mirror. Then, do I look so handsome today? What's special? Then he feels stronger. You just reverse the same thing. I go to Rambabu and say, what happened, Rambabu? Anything wrong? You look dull today, you look unhappy, your dress is very bad, it's not properly dressed. What's the matter? Then he says, nothing, sir, I'm all right. No, 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 something is wrong. You check, go to your doctor, something is wrong with you. Then I come out, then again, all the people sitting on the dais, one after the other, will go and talk to him. What happened? You are so sad, something is wrong with you. Like that, some 20, 30 people go and talk to him, you're dull, you're dull. Then the same Rambab will go to washroom, see himself, and his face is so dull. Yeah, something is wrong, then he'll go to hospital. The words have the power of making someone stronger, have the power of making someone very weak. When you interact with your children also, if you use good words, nice words, your child becomes stronger and he will acquire more knowledge. If you speak negatively, negatively is you look at the neighbor has scored 99%, you have scored only 98, you're unnecessarily spoiling your time, you will be a waste, it's a wasteful expenditure I am spending on you, you will not be successful. If parents talk like that, then the child also thinks, yeah, I am dull, I am dull, I am dull. And then in the process, you will find that your child has become dull. It's very, very important. And then don't ever bring in negative criticism. Negative criticism is, you have positive criticism, you have negative criticism. Negative criticism is what all you do. It's easy to criticize. You can say if something is wrong, I'm wearing this suit and someone can say this suit is wrong, it's inappropriate, you could have worn a black suit or a navy blue suit, why this color, you can say anything, there's no end to it. Why this kind of hairstyle, why not some other hairstyle, why this kind of glasses, it goes on like that. I'll share one anecdote with you all. One day, one person was traveling in an international flight. If it is a bus or train that goes to Warangal, you can talk to your neighbor, you can ask him, what is your name, where are you from? Everything you can talk. And by the time you get down at Warangal, you can become friends also. You can exchange your email IDs, you can exchange your mobile numbers and so on. But in international flights, no one talks to you unless you are curious and so on. So one gentleman was traveling, the person sitting next to him was a professor of English who wanted to have some pastime. Then this professor asked him, where are you from? That man said, sir, I'm from Prague. Then this man said, Pragu is not Prague, it should be pronounced as Prague. Prague is the name of the place, you know that. Then this man said, I'm sorry, sir, English is not my mother tongue. Once again, this professor said, what? Mother tongue? Don't pronounce it as mother tongue, it should pronounce as mother tongue. Then this man thought, what is this? What all I speak is wrong. Then he said, we don't have such technique use to improve your English on a place. Once again, this professor said, what technique use? Why do you pronounce it as technique use? You should say techniques. Then that man thought, what all I speak is wrong, and he's continuously criticizing me. Then he said, please don't argue with me, ARG. Because who knows, if he says argue, he might say argue is wrong, argue is correct. He himself said, don't argue with me. Then that man said, may God bless with your English. I can never talk to you. What do we understand from this example? In the first place, are we supposed to correct someone's English? Is our job to correct the person sitting next to us in the flight or bus or train? No, that's not our job. So if it is possible, try to compliment. If it is not possible, just keep quiet, as simple as that. So this is very important, which we should keep in our minds. And next part is empathy. All of us know sympathy. When someone falls down, you say, Ayo, bechara, gir gaya. That's easy to say that. But instead of showing sympathy, why don't you go and get him up and then help him up? That is empathy. If you fall down, what will happen? Empathy is very important, which all of us should realize. A word of caution for parents. I've seen some parents, especially in middle class families, when they keep a lunch box for the son or daughter, they also keep one boiled egg. And the mother or father is telling the child, eat the entire egg, don't share with your friends. Don't give half egg to your friend, it's very bad. You are already lean, you are very weak. You should eat complete egg, don't share with anyone. When this child grows up, eating full egg without sharing anyone, what happens is, after 20 years, when the parents become old and the child becomes a young man working in some organization, the father or mother says, I have some need, I want some money, I want something. Then the son says, he has been taught, don't share with others, right? Others are, in the list of others, parents are also included, which you don't understand. Then the child says, so what? If you have pain in the leg, suffer. If you have problem, then no problem, you take care of yourself. He'll think like that, he won't respond properly. So if you can teach empathy, if you teach the boy or girl to love the neighbor, to love the classmates and friends, then they will love the parent, they will love the siblings, brothers, sisters, and the nation. It's very, very important, which all of you should remember. If you forget this, we'll have very soon, India is going to become a nation with all young people, whereas all other nations will have, average age will be middle-aged. People say that's the advantage we have. India is lucky that in 2020 you have a lot of people who will be in the age group of 20-25. That's nice. Then what? Is that enough? If you have young people, is it enough? Last month I happened to go to one place. I was in a decent hotel. I was expecting some friends. So they had one big sofa, single sofa, and then a few more seats. I invited about 6 to 7 friends. 3 boys came to just shift that single sofa to side, so that actually they thought, because I'm Vice Chancellor, I should sit in a sofa, and all my other friends will sit in normal chairs. Then I thought that's not good. So we'll keep this sofa aside. I will also sit in normal chairs. That was the idea. 3 young boys who are 20 to 25 age group, they came. They were pushing the sofa with a lot of energy. It was not moving. Trust me, I'm 50 plus. With one hand, I just moved it. It moved to that side. Do we have that kind of nation? Young people with no energies, no physical energy, and no mental acumen, and no critical thinking, no problem-solving skills. And you say you're young, so what? If you're young, what's the use? So you should produce that kind of people. India should be proud with people who will be of some use for themselves, for their family, and for the society. That's very, very important. As parents, please keep this in your minds. As you're parenting, you should inculcate such ideas into their minds. They should not only become strong intellect by virtue of intellect or by virtue of their subject knowledge, physically also they should be strong, and then they should participate in games and sports, and they should be creative. If you're not creative, what's the use? There is no point in being creative. There is no point without being creative. You should teach them to be creative. And then it's very important for all the students to have a study table of their own. One study table should be there. On that study table, there should be one decent English to Telugu dictionary. If it is Telugu is your mother tongue, if your mother tongue is Hindi, English to Hindi dictionary plus English to English dictionary. Then let the child think in his mother tongue and then in English. Don't neglect the mother tongue. If you neglect the mother tongue, then that is the end of our lives. That's very important, please remember. I had my schooling in government schools in Telugu medium. I am Vice Chancellor of English and Foreign Language University. You try to understand the difference. If you neglect your mother tongue, then you are neglecting language. First one, you should form a foundation in your mother tongue, and then our national language, that is Hindi, then English. The research has proved that somebody who speaks only 1 or 2 languages is of no use. If you can speak 3 languages and more, then your thinking will be different. You will be creative and you can solve the problems easily. So try to help your children become masters of at least 3 languages, any languages of your choice. But one international language you should include, that is English. Though they are studying in English medium, please don't think that they are good at English. If you admit your child in English medium, if you think they learn by themselves, definitely the school management will take care of helping them. But as parents also, you should try to help them in shaping their personality so that it will be really good for them. And as a last word of suggestion, I request all the parents here to shape the personality of your children. 3 things you should remember. Let them imitate some personality. Let them have some hero worship or heroine worship, whatever you call it. If they want to speak nice English, let them have some BBC or CNN or any Indian English channel news reader as a role model. Let them imitate that person for a few days, and then it becomes a habit. So first is imitation. Next is habit formation. It becomes a habit, maybe for 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, habit formation. And they should not do mimicry. That's also not good, because someone will say, why are you imitating that person? The third and most important is creativity. The child should develop its own style of speaking. If you can achieve that, then your job is done as a parent. So wish you all the best. I thank the management of Rockwoods International School for giving an opportunity. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a tremendous message for all.